Hi, welcome to My Yoga Rebel. Over here we have Amy. How are you today, Amy?
Okay.
Doing good. And over here we have Joyce. How are you, Joyce?
I'm great.
Joyce is going to be the one to watch for modifications today, so keep your eye on her. And is everybody ready to start?
Yes.
Have a great class. All right, we are starting in tabletop. So we got our hands underneath our shoulders, our knees are underneath our hips. Belly is pulled to spine. We're just going to start with some deep breaths. Everybody inhale. And exhale that out, letting out all that stress so we can just be focused on yoga and feel good in the body. Inhale. And exhale that out. One more nice deep breath. Inhale. And exhale. We're going to ease it into cat-cow. Just round the spine up, feet are relaxed. Really push. And on the exhale, we're going to bring it down into that cow. Flex the feet. Again, inhale up. And exhale. Match the movements with your breath. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Everybody's body's a little bit different. We'll do two more. And one more. Back to that nice neutral tabletop. Right arm, left leg, left eggs. Extend it out. Hold strong. Keep those hips level. And relax it down. Other side, same thing. Take it out, hold. Try to get the arm and the leg parallel to the ground, to your mat. One more nice deep breath here. Inhale. And go ahead and let that out. Sink it back into your child's pose. Ease back. Don't overstretch on the shoulders. They're not warm. Just find the mark, work your hands out just a little bit, and we're going to come up to that modified plank. So we're coming up. Inhale, exhale, push back to your child's pose. Again, inhale, and exhale back. Three more. In, and X. In. One more time, bringing it forward. And back to that child's pose. And you can push back a little bit deeper. Go ahead and wiggle those fingers out. Wiggle your hips a little bit. Let your forehead relax as close to the mat as it wants to. And right here, we're going to come all the way forward to our modified cobra. Moving forward, relaxing it down. Hands are coming in front. Right here. Lift the head up. Okay, let the neck not be all compressed and tight. Breath is nice and strong. And we're going to relax it down a little bit more. Channel going to the hands. And it's nap time, girls.
And thanks for coming to yoga.
Yeah, thanks for a great class. Just kidding. Let's start curling that heel. The right heel towards the glutes. And then relax it back down. Okay, so we've got 4. And down. And 3, make sure you're keeping your core engaged even now. And 2, really pull it like you're trying to kick your own butt. Somebody has to, might as well be you. And right here, we're gonna switch it over to that other side. Go ahead and curl it. And relax. Curl. Everybody drinking lots of water?
Yes.
Good. Got 3, we're gonna do 2 more. Hit that last one, really pulling the heel in. Okay, so we're going to that right side, half bow. Reach it around. You might not get any separation between the mat and the front of the leg, the quad just quite yet, and that's okay. But still want to lift and feel that deep stretch. Let it get warmed up gently. If you have lotion on your feet, you might be having a hard time getting a hold. And relax that down. Other side, half bow. Half bow is a great one for tight hips. Tight quads feels really good. If you're a human, you run alive, you probably have tight hips. Something that's harder to stretch into. And relax it down. Reach out, just a little Superman, girls. Lift it up. Hold strong. Get the back side of the body warm. Remember that your head should be pretty neutral in a Superman. And relax that down. Bring the hands back in. The leg is gonna stay straight with that right side. We're just gonna lift it up, toes pointed, lift it up as high as you can, and release it towards your mat. And 2 up, and release. 3. 2 more here. 1 more time. Bringing it down, it's going to that other side. And 2. Lift it up, keep lifting higher every time, push it just a little bit. And we have that last one. We're gonna go into our full bow. And so we're gonna reach around both and open that up. And don't worry if you can't quite get a hold of it. You can alternate doing the half bow. Two more nice deep breaths. Really inhale and exhale. 1 more and release. Hands are going to come back in underneath the shoulders, nice and tight. Knees are together. Push back into your top pose. And you should be able to sink into it. Pretty heavy now. Inhale. On the exhale, we're going to return to tabletop. Position the hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, and we're going to cat-cow for 3. Round it up a little bit faster, a little bit more to tempo. Inhaling and exhale. 1 more time. Neutral, right arm, left leg, lift out. Here we're going to go for that toe hold. Reach around, grab a toe. Hopefully it's your own toe. And extend back out strong. We're going to push into the heel here, so we're firing into the back side of the body. Level it out, hips are to the mat. Release. Other side, taking it up. Stretch that out. Core is engaged. We're going for that toe hold right here. Reach around. Inhale and extend it back out. Remember to press into the heel. Core stays engaged. We want the neck into that neutral alignment with the spine. And release. We're going to take it and bring that right foot forward to the front of the mat. So we're just going to lift it up. We do want to be really careful where our knee is with the toe. Everybody got your knee safe? Mm-hmm. Hips are still opening. We're going to start easing back. Big stretch through the back of the leg. Wherever you can go. Every exhale, think about sinking a little bit deeper. And then that open a little bit more. And sometimes I'm so tight here, I like spasming toes, but today, they just look like that all the time. That's normal. So don't worry about them. Bring it forward, ease off, take it back to tabletop. Give yourself a little wiggle, and we're gonna bring the other leg out. Really pushing forward into the hips, good pelvic tilt. Checking the position of the knee. Holding very strong. Inhale, and we're gonna start easing it back. Letting the head relax. That's a big stretch. Feel that, Joyce?
I feel it. Feels good. Hamstrings.
Yeah, I've got it going all the way down the back of my knee. Because I squat. And bring it forward. Ease it off. We're going to come forward just a little bit. Drop a butt cheek. Bring your feet around to the front. Modified lotus. Hands are on the knees. Round it back. Back is really heavy. A little bit heavier. It's almost like it wants to pull you down. And you're letting it, just letting the tension out. Inhale, let's sit up. Stack the vertebrae up. Think of them like books. I like books. Kind of a book whore. I like them a lot. I'm going to take care of them. And back to neutral. We're going to take that right hand over to the left knee. Reach around. And I'm checking you out. And my eyes on you. Hi. Sitting up a little bit taller. Inhale. Let's bring it back to the center and round it back out. Chin is sinking to chest. Back is so heavy. That lumbar spine is really into that posterior curve here. 2 more deep breaths. Inhaling. And exhale. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. Coming up strong. Wiggle that out just a little bit. We're going to go around to the other side. I'm going to keep my eye on Amy. One more nice deep breath. Inhale. Exhale, bring it back. Let's take those arms up. Reach. And we're going to bring it down to center, little prayer pose. Again, inhale up. And bring it down. Those shoulders starting to warm up. Inhale. And relax it down. Hands are just neutral. Take the shoulders and round them. This is, mine are making noises. Mine got my own little beat going on back here.
Crackle.
What it sounds like. And pull it forward. I'm sure that's completely healthy. Right. Actually, you get a lot of noise through there. You get a lot of tension built up. It's a big stress folder. Fingertips out to the side, light fingertip touch, right arm coming across. Stretch through. Don't want to curve down. We're not looking up over at the mat. We're looking up. Your gaze is skyward. Core is engaged. Both butt cheeks are still on the mat. No air blowing through. Inhale. Bring it back to the center. Other side. Really stretch through there. Inhale. And bring it back. Chest expansion. All of these little things can be done in a chair when you're feeling tense when you're at the office and it's been a stressful day. Instead of, like snapping and hitting people, you can do yoga. And relax that off. We're going to take one leg out, so stick your left leg out. Your right leg is going to stay into figure 4. Inhale up, and we're going to tap for it. Just reach, tap, and come back up. And I want you to reach up here, separate through the ribs. Again, down and up. Big stretch. One more time. And up. And drop that down into chest expansion. Opening up. Lift up the heart. And release that back to neutral. Inhaling up, we're going to forward fold and hold it. So just relax yourself wherever you are. And find your happy place. Head is heavy. Both hands are reaching out for the foot, the shin. Going to keep that left hand on. Right hand's going up. Reach it up. Make sure you're kind of looking at it. Inhale, bring it back. That is a little heavier. Sink in, sink down. Right hand stays where it is. The left hand's going to lift out this time, wherever it can. Make sure you're keeping that core engaged, belly's pulled to spine. One more nice deep breath. Inhale. Exhale, letting it go. Give that a little wiggle. Wiggle the fingers. Relax yourself. Inhale, round that up. Stack the vertebrae. Gotta count them out. Take the shoulders back for 2. And forward for 2. And we're gonna extend the other leg out with his buddy. Point and flex those feet just a little bit. Make sure that you're still sitting up nice and tall. Relax it, we're gonna pull back. Left side's coming back into our figure 4. It's happy. It's a number. Inhale up, here's that tap. We're just reaching out, tapping, lifting up. Remember, we reach for the ceiling, create space. Again, tap, and reach. Last time, tap, and reach. Into chest expansion on that exhale. Got that heavy golden ball in your hands, really lifting up through the heart. Always feels good. You get really tight through there as well. Back to neutral, wiggle it out. You're gonna hear this. And we would do one burlesque show. One burlesque show. This is what I get every time. Inhale up. Yeah, and it's funny, you go to the one burlesque show, and then when they do, they email me like, 6-week workshop. What? Yeah, that's what I need to do. I need to do burlesque yoga. Can you imagine the market for that? It'd be awesome. Okay, sink it down. Head is so heavy in this forward fold. You know, actually, I think about that. Maybe we're gonna get some feather boas. Maybe we're gonna give that a go.
I have to put a little teasers in here.
You do? Yeah. All right, so that left hand's going up, right hand staying on the foot, stretch it away. Think about getting as much distance between hands as you can.
When I close my eyes, I can hear a whisper in my ear.
Inhale, and drop it back down. Think about how heavy your head is.
And I can just
Give in, let it sink towards the leg. Sinking deeper and deeper. Every exhale allows you to get a little closer. Muscles relax a little bit more. That right hand's going away, left is staying. Reach it out.
and I don't have to leave you so soon. Girl, I try to catch your
Inhale, take it back. Again, we're sinking deeper to the leg every time. You should notice that space is getting smaller between your nose and maybe your kneecap. Inhale, just round that up. Stack the vertebrae. Take those shoulders back for 2. Not so noisy anymore. And 2 forward. Extending out, so both feet are out again. Circle the ankles this time. Happy feet.
Very, very happy. That is good.
Other direction. As ankles get stiff and brittle, they like some attention too. Neutral, feet are together, toes are up. Inhale up, fold and hold. Relaxing down a little bit more. Inhale, rounding up. Good job. We're going to bring the bottoms of the feet together, butterfly. Let the knees relax. If your knees are up here like ear warmers, it's okay. Just go with it. And every exhale, think about them relaxing, getting heavier. Gravity works and helps you sometimes, depending on what body part it's pulling on, right? Yeah. Legs are going to come together. Knees. We're going to start with a modified boat. So we've got our fingertips pointing to the booty. We're going to lift the legs up, try to get the calves parallel. We're going to hold here. And we think about the core strength. Belly button's pulling to spine, back stays nice and straight, so you don't want to be like, okay? You want to have that nice Good posture, phone book is on your head. Inhale, feet down, separate them, about hip width. Lift up into that reverse tabletop. This is one of my favorites. I've always liked this one. 3 more nice deep breaths. Keep your rear up. Don't let it start drooping down. This is one of the body parts you don't want gravity to be working on, so fight it. Inhale. Exhale, bring it down. Controlled. Bottoms of the feet together. And relax that out. Sitting up tall. Letting those knees get heavier and relaxed. Back is stacked. Good posture. Somebody's grandma's probably watching you. They like good posture. It's like, I don't think they teach kids posture. You teach your kids posture? Yeah. See, I remember that being such a thing.
Oh, I do too.
And I do teach my kids about posture. It's important.
I think a tip is when you go to establishments that have no backing to a seat, do not sit in those.
Yeah.
Make yourself.
They make my back hurt.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna bring the knees back up together. And I tell you what, if you have those little round gaming chairs, burn it.
Really?
They are so bad for the posture of the spine, the children, oh my goodness. Fingertips down, reverse tabletop. Inhale up.
What about beanbags?
Well, beanbags are just kind of like, it's probably close to laying down. You're not expected to have good posture when you're wallowing a beanbag. But you're also shifting around. When you're in that curved chair, your spine is all rounding into it. What I tend to see is down around the hips and the glutes and the back. They get very rounded there and they have trouble straightening back up. And you're at the developmental age when you're with children like that. So I've worked with kids and boys that spend a lot of time in those, and it's really hard to get them to do things like sit up straight because they're just got such a weakness. Inhale, and we're bringing it down. Okay, now I'm going to go into a little bit more challenging boat. Joyce will stay with our nice docked modification. She docks, she's a party boat. She just stays docked all the time.
That's correct. There's some cocktails over here.
The cocktails are over there. Really pull that belly button back to spine. Every exhale, feel like you're trying to pop that balloon that is in there. I don't know why you swallowed a balloon, but you did, so you gotta pop it. And let's bring that in, back to butterfly. Sitting up tall. And relax the hands out just a little bit. Try to open up. I've got a little bit of pressure. I'm pressing into my knees. Not forcing anything, but just adding a little bit of tension with my own body to increase that range of motion, the stretch. And relaxing it off. Knees are coming together one last time. Separating, taking it back. Reverse tabletop. This is a good glute strengthener. You can really feel it. It's a good core one, good back one. Okay, you're working through some of the shoulders and importantly opening through the clavicle a lot right here. So if you're not like squeezing your butt for all it's worth, remember your walnut. Pick it up off the floor and engage. One more nice deep breath. Really keep that core engaged. And exhale that out. Gravity is not pulling you down. You are releasing. Going right into that boat, full or modified, whatever works for you. I'm going to straighten the legs just a little bit more, make it a little bit more challenging, bringing the arms up. I think of this more of a boomerang than a boat. You could throw me and I would come back.
You're the gift.
It's my class! Core's engaged strong. Boomerang's a little bit tougher. Give me 3 more deep breaths, lady. I want to hear it like I've seen phone callers. Remember when you could do that? Can't do that. Caller ID learned a lot of good stuff, right? Remember that joke, calling people, is your refrigerator running? You better go catch it. And release it down. Take those feet out wide, pop it out. Hands are gonna come out. And we're just gonna reach over, right, center, left, and right, center, left. We stop in the center because we're not letting any momentum, we're not just flopping. We're using muscles to take us into each position. We're gonna go 2 more each side. Reach, reach, and right. And like you can almost high five and hold to the center like a folded 5-pointed star and reach out. Trying to go to our toes, but if you get your knees, be proud of that. Head is heavy. Letting it sink. And a little bit heavier. The mat is your friend. Especially if it's your own mat because that's your funk on it. Walk the hands to the center. And relax a little bit deeper. Inhale, let's round that up. A little burlesque. Hands back up. Sit up tall. Head has got that phone book on it. Or a bowl. We're going to reach across. Right arm reaching. Back to center. Other side. Reach. You're fine. Yeah, that's okay. Yoga's about doing your own thing. And you're doing your own thing.
I knew what was.
Yeah, she's a good one. She's got ESPN too. Speaking of that, and I know really nobody but me cares, but like I like boxing. So I watched some boxing last night. And if you're wondering, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. is not the fighter his father was. All right, coming back up. And last time, hold, reach out, grab a toe. Head's a little heavier. Really let it go. The mat is calling. Answer. Sink. Inhale. And we're going to walk the fingers out to the middle on the exhale. A little bit further. Look at them. Did they get out further? And let the head still be really heavy. Inhale and round it up. Nice, slow, stack it. Think about the vertebrae. Bring it up, up, and relax the shoulders back for 2. And forward. Very nice. Let's kick the feet both over to the right side like mermaids. And we're going to take it across. And we're still looking up. Mermaids weren't really concerned with what was down there. Inhale, bring it across. And big stretch over.
Oh, that feels so good.
Don't you love that one?
Yes.
That's why mermaids do it. I don't know. And release. Feet are kicking over to the other side. And we're starting over to the right. Re-engage that core, bellies to spine. Remember not to be drooping. We're not letting the chest fall towards the mat. We're keeping it lifted. Keeping the gaze upward. Inhale. Take it over to the other side. And we're going to release. And with our release, we're just going to pop it forward, back into tabletop. Everybody likes tables. Flex your feet and lift up to downward facing dog. Otherwise known as booties in the air. And walk dog. Right heel, left. 3 more each side. And you shouldn't be real tight here. So when we go to the full down dog, right here, hopefully your heels are already there. We've already done some pretty big stretch. Inhaling, then the exhale walks forward to the hands and that ragdoll. That is super heavy, a little heavier. And bring it to gorilla. Straighten that back, pull the head away. Think about if you have a mirror handy, you can check yourself and see, you don't see all that. Oh, that's not really a gorilla back strong, like a table. Reverse swan dive up, little arch. Should be squeezing your walnut really hard right here. And separate the hands, right foot back, warrior one. Keep it strong. We're going to take that left hand down. You can take it to the leg right here, all the way to the mat, wherever feels good for you. Other hand should be up nice and strong. One more nice deep breath. Inhale. And as you exhale, bring the hand down to the mat. Step to plank. And keep it nice and strong and straight on plank as well. Meaning no rainbow booties or no droopy booties. Inhale, push up, downward facing dog. Really lift, push back a little bit deeper. Want to open those shoulders as much as we can. Heels should be on the mat or pretty close. If they're still a little tight, go ahead and give them a walk. Breath is deep. Everybody holding down dog and walking forward. Walking to our ragdoll. Head is heavy. You're going to wiggle those fingers, circle the wrists, both directions. Inhale and bring it to your gorilla. Really think about how straight and strong your back feels right here. Each muscle doing something. Got a lot of muscles around the spine. It's important to keep them all strong. Reverse swan dive up into arch. Which the arch is going to be more through the hips. Lower back really shouldn't be into the cervical spine. This is not an arch. This is neck pain. Up and separate, left leg back into that warrior one. Think about how straight your arms are, reaching up. Warriors are such nice, strong poses. I love the warriors. Okay, we're dropping down with that right hand. The left is going to stay up. Do what's appropriate for you. Keep the core engaged no matter what you're doing. Even if you're just watching, engage your core. And breathe. And you're still doing yoga. Every time you breathe, it's yoga. One more big inhale. Exhale down, palm to the mat, step to your plank. Couple more deep breaths. We like planks. We like strong cores. They make me happy. Did they make you happy, Joyce?
Makes me happy.
Super happy about you. Nothing worse than squishy core feeling, you know, when it's like you'd be like, ooh, drives me crazy. Inhale, bring it up. Downward facing dog. Really push that rear up. Think inverted V. Head is so heavy. Push down a little further back into those shoulders. Head is dropping down a little bit more. We're gonna take that right leg up into that three-legged dog. Say boom. Inhale, release it to the mat. Give that dog a little walk here, just release all the muscle tension. Hold, really amp that up, and we're gonna take the left leg up. Inhale, releasing it down again, using the muscles to do that. Not letting gravity just pull you down. Feet walking forward. And gorilla. And try to pull the crown of the head a little further away from the tailbone. Reverse swan dive up, sit in the chair. A little deeper into your chair if you can. Do the chair that's right for you. Some people sit at the high bar. Just don't fall out of your chair onto the floor when you're at the bar. Causes a scene. Bring those hands together. Right leg is going to go into tree. Bring it up. Another nice chance to really squeeze those glutes together really hard in a balancing pose. It's also very calf strengthening. Hands are going to come up. Really reach the fingers up and blow in the wind if you choose. We like to do what's right for ourselves, so if you're struggling with balancing, keeping in the very beginning position is always the best bet. You're getting the same benefits. Inhale, bring it back to center. And right here, that right foot's gonna get tricky and it's gonna go back to warrior two. So that's just stepping back perpendicular. It's not that tricky really. And we're looking over the front hand because warriors are in attack mode. This is like kind of a lazy warrior.
Power.
And this one is like, I'm gonna kick your warrior butt. We like that warrior.
Look like we're going after Ben.
We are. You better watch it. Ben's our imaginary friend. Reverse warrior. He's not really imaginary.
He's our road warrior.
He is. Inhale. We're going to take it all the way to the floor. Cartwheel those hands. Boom. Step back plank. Take those feet out a little bit wider if your plank is getting frisky.
Is that the word for it?
Frisky. It is. It is. You can get frisky planks. You're thinking like Happy Days.
I am.
Mr. C and Mrs. C with
I am, exactly.
Now we just dated ourselves.
Oh my gosh, happy days.
We're all gonna be like, hey, with the fawns.
Ben knows.
Feet are seven together. Lift up, downward facing dog. Walk it in all the way. And bring yourself to gorilla. Happy gorilla. Heavy tailbone are pulling and pulling, creating more and more space, having to engage all those muscles to hold it. It should be very active. Reverse swan dive up. Sit in your chair. Squeeze your legs together when you're sitting in the chair. A little with those inner thighs activating here. A little deeper if you can. Bring those hands into prayer. Pray for balance. I'm a Libra, it's all about balance. All right, we're coming up into that tree. I'm bringing it up, left side is the tree. Or maybe the left side is the branch. Hands are lifting now, if that's your choice. And we're gonna blow. Let's go for it. Shiver the fingers. Okay, so right there, that left leg goes back, warrior two, stepping back, heels are now perpendicular. If you're into geometry, not, that just means your feet are pointing different ways.
You are
One
into
like this, one's
geometry.
like this. I am a math person.
You are.
It's all mathematical. Life is math. And really get a strong grip of your walnut here. Lovely. Inhale, and take it to that reverse warrior on the X. Remember, we didn't lift up from the belly button down, stayed in that same position. I see a lot of this as we're going to reverse. It's not what we want to stay. Inhale, cartwheel those hands to the mat. Out to plank. Feet are wider, if that's your choice. And take my all the way out the neck. Beautiful. And step the feet together if they're apart. They missed each other, I'm pretty sure. Inhale, exhale up to downward. Push your rear up as high as you can, head is really low, walk the dog a little bit. If that felt like it tightened back up, that will happen. Right leg's going up to three-legged dog. You're gonna drop the heel to the glute. So drop it, really open up. Inhale, straighten the leg back up, square your hips to the mat, head to flow, and release that foot down with control. Give it a little wiggle walk here. Hold, other side, left leg up. Up, up, up and away. Heel drops towards the glutes. Knees opening up to the sky as much as it can. Inhale, extend the foot back up to three-legged dog. Really reach it and release. Walk forward. Ragdoll, circle those wrists out. And get them all loose, shake them out a little bit. Inhale, and on your exhale, start rounding up. Think about that core being engaged. All the way. Little chest expansion here. Lifting up. Not with your chin. Chin's not in your chest. And back to mountain pose. Wiggle that out just a little bit. Right foot's going to go back into triangle. Okay, so we've got both legs forward facing. Feet are forward facing, hips, shoulders squared, legs should be straight, or as straight as you can have them. Hands come up. If you feel stable like that. Inhale, release it down on the exhale. We can go about halfway and slide down to wherever your comfort level is. And then really give into it. Head's a little heavier. Keep lifting up with that rear there. Put a little bend into that left knee. Palms are on the mat. Step to plank. Chaturanga to up dog. And let the hips kind of be the guide here. And opening up. Keep the head lifted. Remember that it should be in the triceps, not in your shoulders. Turn the feet all the way back up to downward facing dog. Walk it just a little bit. And then bring yourself forward into that ragdoll. Little jazz hands. Inhale. Round it up. Feet are in mountain pose. We're feeling all good. Left leg back. Big triangle. Keep everything forward facing as you lift your hands up. Palms come together. Inhale. You're going to take that down, find in the leg, use it as your guide to your happy place, right? We all have our own happy places. Let that head get heavier. A little heavier. Bend that knee, palms to the mat, step to plank, chaturanga to up dog. Let those hips open, open, open. Squeeze your glutes. This is a happy booty perker too. Keep the neck neutral. Turn the feet, downward facing dog. Yay. Right leg up to three-legged dog. We're gonna bring this into pigeons. You guys feeling a pigeon today?
Yes.
Love those pigeons. Let's curl that knee and curl it towards your chest and work it out. It's just gonna go right between the thumbs. And to me, in my head, this is always Allison's Cheap Thrill, and I know you're watching, and I know you know who you are. All right, bring it out. It's been over a decade, and it's always
thrill?
it's Allison's Cheap Thrill, and I'm not going to tell the story because she is still in communication with me from Colorado, but she knows, and she just started laughing so hard now she has to run to the bathroom.
Well, Amy, we just gave somebody a cheap thrill.
We did.
Take that home with you.
Exactly. Yoga and cheap thrills. What else would you want in life, right?
Right.
Oh gosh, that feels good.
Oh, it does.
Tight, tight, tight. All right, let's bring the hands back. Flex that back foot. You're going to take it first to plank. Get your plank nice and strong and lift up to downward facing dog. Push those feet to the mat. If they're not there anymore, give it a little walk. And we're going to lift that left leg up, three-legged dog. Into pigeon, curling the knee in towards the chest, aiming between the thumbs. Relaxing it down. And we didn't just do this. This is not a pigeon. This is how my lazy beagle sits. I'm going to keep it right here. So even if you're up a little bit higher, we want to be into the hips. We want to stretch into the front of the hip, the iliopsoas. We don't want to drop out of it. Not as tight on this side. And your little part of your body is a little bit different and unique. Just like we're all unique. Flex, and we're gonna take it first to plank, because core power is exciting. Downward facing dog. Walk it, walk it. Hold, head is heavy. Heels are pressing to the mat. Inhale, bring yourself back down to tabletop. Gently on the knees. Don't just crash down on your mat. And protect the knees. Cat cow for 3. Hopefully you're not hearing so many exciting little noises in this episode. Back to neutral. We're going to take both legs over to that right side. And I'm just going to kick my feet out. Here, you guys can kick your feet out. Just don't kick me.
Not today.
Whatever you want to do.
I'm gonna face you.
You want to face you?
Otherwise, I don't know what you're doing.
She doesn't trust me, does she?
I know.
Hands out, and we're just going to round it down. Release it all the way. Let those hands relax for just a second. Let your body settle into the mat. Find that comfy position. We're going to pull that right knee into our chest. Pull it in. Circle that ankle around. Both directions again. Hug it in a little tighter. And extend it up to the air. Try to point the toes. Point and flex a few times here. Feel how that travels down the back of the leg. Let you know how everything's connected in your body. And hold it a little deeper. Inhale, relax it down. Bringing the knee back into the chest and slide it out on the mat. And let your body sink and relax. It's so heavy. Feels pretty good. I'm gonna pull that left knee in. That's one of those things when you feel, oh, it feels good. Circle that ankle. Pull it in a little tighter. And feel that a little deeper. And extend it up. Point and flex. And hold a little stronger. That leg's it's tight, it's twitching. Fast twitch muscle fibers, yeah, that's what it is. All right, sink that knee back into the chest. Other knee comes back up. I want some more love. Hold. Rock side to side gently. And back to the center, still in the body. We're going to take it into dead bug, which is getting more and more known as happy baby. But to me, a happy baby was always a baby that was asleep. That's a happy baby. Or maybe that one's the happy mommy. Oh, babies are awesome. As long as at this point in my life, there's somebody else's baby. Straighten the legs. Inhale, and bring yourself back to dead bug on the exhale. And we're gonna bring the bottoms of the feet together and take that down to dead butterfly. Not really, it's a resting butterfly. People like butterflies. We don't want to offend the butterfly world.
Some people are afraid of them.
Yeah, my daughter Kylie's afraid of butterflies. I don't know why. It's not logical like being scared of sheep and bees like me. Sheep are terrifying animals. I just want you to know that for a fact. All right, we're gonna bring the knees together. They're so creepy and scary. All right, work those heels in a little bit tighter. We got a 5-count bridge flow. Lift it up. Something wrong with sheep. And round it down. Again, inhale up. Remember, we're matching the movement with our own breathing pattern. You do want to try to inhale for at least 5 and exhale maybe a little bit longer, but at least 5. And 2. And that last one. Squeeze the glutes right there. And you just thought you were relaxing. Booty torture, booty torture, booty torture. And now you can round.
That is a walnut move.
That is a walnut move. Love that. Knees into the chest. Ah, big knee hug. We're gonna take that left hand on the right knee, and we're gonna drop it over. We're gonna stretch that out. Try to keep an eye on the right hand, see what it's doing if you can, or look at the ceiling, or whatever's most comfortable for your neck. And it lets a lot of tension out of the neck. Inhale, pull it back. Big hug, rock side to side, that nice little mat massage. Way cheaper than like Massage Envy memberships. Hold. You're gonna take it the other way. Right hand, left knee. Knees drop over. And now we're watching the left side, that left hand. See what it's doing today. Try to keep the shoulders on the floor when you're doing a twist if you can. That's appropriate. Is your core engaged, Amy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is your core engaged, Dad? Just checking. We don't want you to get like a backache over there. And let's go back to the center. I don't know why you should get to be exempt from that.
That is
Slide
correct.
those legs out really long. He's like, what's this it all be? Stretch it out. Let's reach those hands overhead and really like pull. And your feet are pulling away. You're lengthening through the torso. Chin is still the chest. And then relax that. Hands are going to come together and bring that down. Exhaling, hands to heart. Again, relaxing breath. Reach big, sweeping arms. Palms together. Exhale that out. We're going to let all that tension out of your body. And one more time. Inhale. Pull it down. Pull it in. Peaceful, easy feelings. Relax the hands on the mat. Close the eyes. Fidget a little bit if you need to get comfortable. Fidgeting is actually really good for your body. The human body was not made to be still. Note to self, couch potatoes. You're supposed to move. Couch potatoes just turn me off.
Why is it a potato?
Why are they a potato? Because they just sit there like potatoes. I don't know. I didn't invent these expressions. I'm merely abusing them.
I just wonder where the word couch potato came from. Couch okra,
And we were getting
couch
so
corn, couch corn.
deep. Deep thoughts by MYogaRebel. Why is it a couch
I
potato?
think it's because potato chips are made.
Ah.
Good one, Amy. Good
So
one.
basically, it's because you stuff in your face.
Potato
Couch
chips.
potato chips.
Ah, maybe. You solved it. That's got to be it.
But I just want to be a sweet potato. Ready, keep your relaxation. Thank you for joining us today. Join us next time while we insult more vegetables.